Farlight 84 versus Bloodstrike. Two different styles, two unique journeys. But only one question: who's going to dominate the Battle Royale scene in the near future? Let's find out. Let's rewind and see where it all started. Bloodstrike is a full-on FPP, first-person perspective, Battle Royale that officially launched on March 21st, 2024. And that date wasn't just random. That was the exact same day Warzone Mobile launched. Now, maybe it was a coincidence, but in the world of mobile gaming, coincidences are rare. A lot of us in the community believe Bloodstrike planned that launch date deliberately to ride the global hype Warzone Mobile was getting. Everyone was watching Warzone. Everyone had expectations. But what people didn't expect was the level of poor optimization that game dropped with. Frame drops, lag, crashes, even on good devices. That's where Bloodstrike stepped in and stole the spotlight. On the other hand, Farlight 84 wasn't new when Bloodstrike showed up. Farlight had already made its debut way back on June 20th, 2022. It came in hot with a third-person perspective and a unique jetpack mechanic that made it stand out. That jetpack wasn't just for show, it was the heart of the game's movement. It brought verticality, unpredictability, and a fun factor that felt fresh on mobile. For a lot of players, it became the casual fun alternative to the sweat-heavy BR games. It wasn't perfect, but it was fun. Then came January 25th, 2024, the game-changing moment. Farlight devs Lilith Games made a very bold move. They removed the jetpack completely, and instead of adding new cosmetics or weapons, they shifted their entire focus to redesigning the game as a grounded buddy royale. That's not a small decision. They stripped away the one mechanic that built their entire player base. And, as expected, many players didn't take it well. People left. The vibe changed. And honestly, I get it. You can't take away something that defines your game and expect people to just adapt overnight. But while Farlight was taking that huge risk in rebuilding, Bloodstrike was exploding. It was optimized, it was smooth, and it ran great even on low-end devices. While Warzone Mobile was busy disappointing everyone, Bloodstrike delivered. No unnecessary features, no complex systems, just good old FPS gunfights with tight controls. And most importantly, it worked. It was reliable, and the players noticed. Bloodstrike started gaining serious popularity. Within a few months, it, along with NetEase's other title, Knives Out, was making between $10 to $12 million a month. That's no small feat. Now, let's go back a little further. Remember May 1st, 2023? That's the day Apex Legends Mobile officially shut down. And as someone who was a cracked fan of Apex Mobile, that one hurt. Apex had amazing movement, great combat mechanics, and true competitive depth. But the issues kept piling up. Terrible optimization, cheaters, and a publisher, EA Games, who, along with Respawn, cared more about cash than community. That's a pattern with EA. Great games ruined by greed. Apex didn't stand a chance. After Apex was gone, the mobile shooter space felt empty. That gap needed to be filled, and Lilith Games saw it. While Tencent was trying to sneak in high-energy Heroes, a game that looked and felt like Apex, they couldn't push it globally because of lawsuits from EA and Respawn. That left the door wide open, and Lilith Games walked in through it. At the time, Farlight had a season running called Galactic Gala, and it was supposed to last a few more months. But the devs didn't care. They paused everything, froze content, stopped updates, and went all in on revamping the game. 9 months. That's how long it took them to rebuild the game engine, fix mechanics, test new systems, and polish the FPP gameplay. It cost them over 1 billion yuan, roughly 140 million US dollars. And they didn't just tweak the game, they practically reworked it from the ground up. That level of investment shows commitment. And while most of the player base dipped during that long wait, the devs kept pushing. But the big question still remains. Why is FPP so important to both these games? Why the shift? Why does it matter so much? Simple. 2025 is the year of mobile FPS. This year, we've got big titles lining up: Valorant Mobile, Fate Trigger, and a wave of new competitive shooters. Today's players want skill expression. They want fair fights, manual controls, a customizable HUD, and movement they can master. That's where FPP comes in. It's more immersive, more competitive, and it raises the skill ceiling. FPP is no longer a preference, it's the future. And now we have to talk about the elephant in the room, monetization. Because let's be real, this is where things get ugly. Bloodstrike started off with a good model. Cosmetics were cool but didn't affect gameplay much. You could grind your way up and still be competitive. But slowly, that balance is shifting. More and more people are starting to call it pay to win. Skins that offer stat boosts, abilities locked behind expensive events, bundles that cost way too much. It's becoming harder to enjoy the game without opening your wallet. And that's not what this community deserves. I started this channel with Bloodstrike content. This entire family, NoobNation, grew with me during those early days. And I'll never forget that. But I'm not blind. I see where the game is heading, and I don't like it. That doesn't mean I'm quitting Bloodstrike. Not even close. I'll keep covering updates, changes, and helping new players. But it also means I'm expanding. If you enjoyed my Bloodstrike videos, then you'll definitely vibe with the upcoming Farlight content too, because Farlight is doing something refreshing. They're focusing on balance, on mechanics, on innovation. They're bringing FPP with the new Buddy Royale mode, a wild concept that blends Pokemon-style buddy capturing with traditional Battle Royale gameplay. It's the world's first pet capture BR. You drop, loot, and also capture companions who help you in battle. Some helps to hide you, some helps you to rotate while enemies are holding you to entry points. Some deals good damage to your enemies. In the late game, when you're out of meds, your squad's wiped, and you're stuck between 3 squads in a tiny zone. That buddy can change the entire outcome. It's creative, it's different, and most importantly, it's not pay to win. The mode doesn't give unfair advantages, it gives strategy. And yes, losing the jetpack was a tough pill. That movement was iconic. But in exchange, we're getting something cleaner, sharper, and more competitive. Clean FPP with buddies, smoother gameplay, it's all coming together. And yes, the jetpack is coming back too. So which one's better? That's your call. Both are great in their own way. Both have strong communities, but it all comes down to what you want as a player. If you care about fairness, creativity, and new ideas, give Farlight a real shot. If you still love Bloodstrike's movement and pacing, stick around, because I'm not going anywhere. This channel isn't about taking sides. It's about delivering the best for you, the viewers, the subs, the legends who show up for every video. Because this isn't just a channel, it's NoobNation, built on passion, not paywall. If this video helped you, entertained you, or gave you something to think about, drop a like, drop a hype in the comments, share it with your squad. Let's get this into the algorithm and show the world what NoobNation is all about. And hey, we just hit 2,000 subscribers. That's not just a number, that's a family. You made it possible. You showed up, you supported. And if you want to support a little more, memberships are live now, starting at just 29 rupees. That's about 0.34 cents. Every little bit helps, because making these videos takes a lot. Research, writing, recording, editing, more editing, and a little heart. I do it for you. I do it because I care about this community. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm realistic. This is NoobNation. I'll see you legends in the next one. Till then, stay cracked, stay humble, and as always, peace.